Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. So you guys love the Dollar Tree pumpkin tutorials, and I've got a new one for you. So sit back, relax, and let's make a beautiful pumpkin wreath together. Okay, it's that time of year and we're going to get the Dollar Tree pumpkin wreath out. And I want to show you the difference between a Dollar Tree pumpkin wreath frame and the Hobby Lobby wreath frame. Now, in my opinion, the Hobby Lobby wreath frame is a much more sturdier wreath frame. So for long-term use, I would probably go with the Hobby Lobby frame. It doesn't cost that much extra. But right now we're going to use the Dollar Tree. So I took an old Amazon box, not really old, but you know what I mean. I didn't have any of that white foam board, and you can use the white foam board you can get from Dollar Tree, or just use what you have on hand, and that's what I'm doing right here. And then you're going to cut it out. I have one of these little Cricut straight edge, and it's really, really sharp, so cut that out. And the next step will be to decorate the back of our piece of box, or whatever you want to call it. I know you guys have seen the wallpaper over on Dollar Tree's site and in their stores, and I'm going to use it on this. I picked out this like chevron look, and I wanted to see if I could do it sideways, which I couldn't. So we are going to use two pieces, and you're just going to want to keep it as straight as you can. Now, if you don't want to use this, get some scrapbook paper, and you can watch another video. I have this is the 7th video I have of these Dollar Tree pumpkin tutorials, and I'm going to have actually, by the end of September, I will have another Hobby Lobby one too. So keep watching because we've got more coming up. So I just lined these up. If you notice, these are all going the right direction. I did a pizza pan memo board and we didn't do very good. So it takes you a little time to get that all taken care of, but you're just going to cut the excess off of that as well. So when you get that done and it's ready, we're going to take, I know my camera's moving. Why is my camera moving? I don't know. But you're going to take your frame, and I can see that I have a little bit of excess. So I'm just going to cut that part off and make sure that we don't have that excess. So you may or may not need to do this step. It's really up to you and your cutting skills, how good they are. And obviously mine aren't that great. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is I put one of these I got this from Amazon. It's a glue mat. And let me tell you, we're going to use a lot of glue. We're going to use a lot of glue on this project. I'm just warning you now. So if you live in the South or extremely high temp weather, you may not want to put this outside. So if you don't come for me in the comments and be like, I can't do this out in Arizona. No, you can do it for the inside. I just wouldn't recommend it for the outside because we are going to use a lot of glue. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to glue the frame down to our base here. And you're going to need to do this pretty quickly because the glue dries really fast. And one of the glues that I always use, I would recommend, is the Gorilla Glue Sticks. All of this stuff is in my Amazon storefront. I will have that all linked down below so you can get what I use. And then I just took some of these little clothespins I got from the Dollar Tree, and I used it to clip around the frame to kind of hold it in place. And then what I do is I end up adding a little bit of glue after things are put in place to kind of make sure we have enough. So we're also going to add another step of glue here in a moment that'll help hold this all together. Okay, so when that all dries, you're going to take off your little clothespins, and then I have these like half wooden beaded rounds. Now, I got these from Amazon. If you know a better place, tell me about it in the comments below because I'm always looking for a good deal on these, but I love the look of this. Now, after I put this all together, I think I would have tried to do the beads after I did the rope, but after you see the finished product, just know that if you want to put on the rope, and you'll see that here in like the next clip or two, you can do that. Or you can put them on first like I'm doing right now. And this is going to not only help hold the frame down to your cardboard, but it's just also another decorative piece here. So I really liked this process. I thought it was fun. And if you want to get these wooden beads, again, I will have them linked down in my Amazon storefront, and I'll have a special link for them too. But because I know these are smaller sized beads than other ones that I have. So you're just going to do this all the way around, and keep in mind that when you put the rope, that rope is going to cover some of the gaps that we have in our wreath. And here we are going fast. I love this. I love being able to like just speed up this process for you, because guys, nobody wants to watch me do this for 30 minutes. So if you appreciate the faster videos, I'm trying to shorten my videos down. Let me know in the comments. And if you like the longer ones, let me know that too. So you're going to get some Dollar Tree rope. All right. I have this on hand. And what I did was I cut them about 23 inches long. So of course you're going to need 3 because we are going to braid them, okay? So what I basically did was I taped them down to my mat, and honestly, the mat moves. Honestly, you should just tape it down to the table and then it won't move. It really will help. I took a little zip tie at the top there to keep that in place, and then you're just going to braid this, okay? And then you're going to add a zip tie at the bottom. See, it's coming off there. So just literally get the paint tape, put it on your table. It's much easier. So you're going to do this, guys, a whole whopping 6 times, and you're going to just make several of them. So there we go. I've got them all made. So now what are we going to do? Here's the trick. Remember when I said you're going to get glue everywhere? This is where you're going to get glue. So I took some parchment paper and put it underneath, because of course we don't want any glue on our beautiful backing, our wallpaper. So it's very, very important. If you have a better tip for me on how to do this, let me know. I also thought it might work if you like braided it onto the wire itself. But again, I was already deep into the process. So if you have a tip, share it with us in the comments, because guys, I do not pretend to know everything about wreathing and crafting. But we're going to do that 6 times across all of the things. So I'm going to take some of these little popsicle sticks. I always have these on hand. And we're going to make the stem a little bit longer. And I use one of these tools. They just cut things a little bit easier, and they're very, very sharp. So you got to be really careful, again, in my Amazon storefront. But I took 2 and then a third one and glued it on the back to kind of, you know, make it all stay together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this on our wreath frame, and we're going to cut a little bit of an edge off of this too, so that we have a little bit of a different look on our wreath. Okay, so this is where I messed up. I thought, oh, I'll glue it on and then I'll cut it. No, you should probably just cut it before. And this took a little bit of effort to cut them. So you know what? It comes off the wreath. I try to put it on there. I had glued it on, but guys, I am not perfect and I don't claim to be. So I cut off an angle. And then what I did was I got out some of my felt. I always keep some scrap felt in my work table here. And then I used that to help glue it on to the back. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to finish this off. I just took some burlap wired ribbon. This is just ribbon I have on hand from Hobby Lobby. Just a great ribbon to have. And then I'm just going to fold it over. And we are literally, I doubled it so that you couldn't see the popsicle sticks. And then we're just going to like glue it down. That's all there is to it. So you can make this straight up and down if you want. You could cut an angle into it like I did for mine. But I just added some glue, and then we're going to just like put it under. See what I'm doing there? Just a little cute edge to it is what I wanted to add. But if you're looking for any other ideas, guys, I have like 7 pumpkin wreath tutorials. But the thing is, I make these reels and I post them back early August into the fall on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And you guys seem to kind of go nuts for these. So I'm like, okay, I got to give the people what they want, right? So I will even cut a part of this burlap off. But I will leave that playlist for you guys to watch down in the description box below. And that way you can watch the different ones we've done. We've done all sorts of styles on this. So they're just really fun to use. And if you've seen these at Dollar Tree, don't be afraid to pick one up and give it a try. And yes, the back of my wreath is ugly. It is so ugly. But listen, one of the things that you can do is get a piece of felt by the yard. I always like to have felt by the yard in my stash, basically in my crafting stash. And you could make a template out of the wreath frame and you can just glue that on the back. So I know this is going a little slow, but stay with me here. So then we're going to make a loop because we need to be able to hang it. So I just took a pipe cleaner and we're just going to glue that onto the back of our frame. And again, if you decided to put a piece of felt on the back of your wreath, you could help cover it by that. I did take some pieces of felt and we're going to glue it on. So I did like 2 pieces actually. And I know it's not that pretty, but I was tired the day I did this, guys. I filmed this really late at night and I just wanted to make sure I got you some really good content. But September's a busy month and we have a lot going on. And if you guys didn't know, I have something called Julie's Biz Boutique, and I am a social media business coach. So if you are somebody who wants to sell your products or wants to know how do I use social media more effectively, make sure to get on my wait list. And down below, we will be relaunching Julie's Biz Boutique this month. And I would love to have you in it. So make sure you're subscribed to me on YouTube if you want to know anything about business. So let's decorate this baby. Let's get a little piece of foam from Dollar Tree and I cut it down. You don't need a huge piece to add all your florals. And you're just going to simply glue that down to your base. I don't use any ribbon in this particular wreath, but if you wanted to, you could. So I am a person of use what you have on hand, and I have a lot of florals and greenery from Hobby Lobby. As you guys know, I work with Hobby Lobby. They are one of my sponsors here on YouTube, and I do like their florals, and I'll be honest, I like them better than Dollar Tree. And I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to the florals because at Dollar Tree, because I'm like, I spend all this time and sometimes they're just not that great. And so as you can see, I had different items on hand and I just kind of went with that. I will tell you that I added another hydrangea at the top at like 11 o'clock on behind that sunflower at the very end. I didn't have any more of these little peach, like, those peach feather things. I would have added a little bit more of that, but I just thought it was really, really pretty. But if you made it all the way through this video, can you leave me a Dollar Tree sign, like a dollar, dollar sign? Just it helps me know that you watched all the way through, and you guys don't know, but it's such an encouragement when I see your comments. And let me know what you want to see next. What do you want to see me make? I know that at the end of this month, I've already got a video that we're doing for Hobby Lobby, and it is so good, guys. Oh my goodness. It is so good. I wish I could show you now, but make sure you're subscribed. You're going to want to make these easy projects. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, you just keep adding until you get it to where you want it. And if you would rather put your flowers on the bottom, you can do that too. Just take that little foam piece and put it on the bottom. It's really easy to do. But, I hope you guys like this. You will need to trim off any of the glue underneath the rope, but I think it turned out really nice. This is in my studio on my door, and I just think it turned out really pretty. Such a really neat 3D way to use the pumpkin wreath frame. So, see you guys next Sunday night, and leave me a dollar sign if you watch all the way through. Bye-bye.